Well, the Secretary General understands that television, film and theatre has tremendous power and reach to audiences that the UN doesn't normally access. And those messages are very vivid and memorable that those media can provide. So for us to have a UN issue or the United Nations itself in a play or on a TV screen goes a lot further than a press release or a press briefing. This will be the first play that CCOI has collaborated on. Well, the issue of women and children around the world is one that's a high priority for the Secretary General. You know, there are millions of women who are victimised, who are vulnerable, who are disenfranchised, that we don't hear about or know about, and it's important that their stories are told, and it's important that that those of us who can help do something more to help them. Well, the play will deal, I hope, with a lot of issues: sexual exploitation in conflict and post-conflict situations, human trafficking, child brides, the use of girls by militia, to also development issues and gender equality. And my hope is that we all understand more about how women are treated, how we can do more to understand the problems women face that us men don't see on a day-to-day basis, and just, you know, on one level, be more aware, be able to deal with it in our personal lives in a more productive way, and also where we can help other people, either through funding programs, supporting programs. You know, I hope the play will show us ways of doing that. We most definitely would like the public to understand what the UN does and what a UN official does, and what a humanitarian worker does, where our peacekeepers are, and the dangerous work, the life-saving work that they're doing, what that involves. We have UNICEF, for example, is a UN agency. I think many parts of the world, the public don't know that UNICEF is part of the UN, and that the UN isn't a charity. It's a humanitarian organisation. It's a peacekeeping organisation. It's a development organisation, and we help people build better lives wherever they need that help. And we go to the most dangerous places to help stop people from fighting where other where governments and forces won't. When I took the post, it was a job. Now I feel like I'm part of the United Nations, and that I'm part of something that's very necessary for the world. Yeah, I mean, I have colleagues who work in the field, and they leave their children behind at home. They leave their spouses and their partners at home, and they sacrifice a lot because they understand that the work they're doing in some of the darkest corners of the world is very important work, and it helps saves lives, and it helps build better lives, helps build better societies, and they feel good about doing that, and they know it's necessary. No, I think the average person probably thinks that working for the UN is quite a cushy number, but in fact hundreds of UN staff die every year, are killed in the course of their work, or are abducted and face torture and other horrendous situations, and they go into that knowing that that's a possibility, but they still do it, and they're committed to working for the UN and the mandate of the organisation. Well, we're very happy to be working with Theatre for Humans. We've worked with Theatre for Humans on other projects, and they're a professional, competent and an organisation that we've worked with and we've worked with well. For them to bring on Marsha Norman, Pulitzer Prize winner, Tony Award winner, is a privilege for us, and we think that can only help reach a bigger audience in a interesting, engaging, intelligent way that only a playwright of her stature could achieve.